This is the top 50 footballers who died too young. Stay till number 1. Because number 1 will break your heart. Number 50. Alexei Mikheyev. Russia. Died age 19. A promising young goalkeeper at Lokomotiv Moscow. Killed in a car accident in 2008 before his career even had the chance to begin. Number 49. Luke Ashworth. England. Died age 26. A talented Sheffield Wednesday defender. His life was not taken by football, it was taken by World War I in 1916. War robbed football of so many great players that generation. Number 48. David Longhurst. England. Died age 25. Collapsed and died on a pitch during a match for York City in 1990. An undetected heart condition. No warning. No second chance. One of football's most shocking on-field tragedies. Number 47. John Thompson. Scotland. Died age 22. Celtic's legendary goalkeeper. Died after a collision during an Old Firm derby in 1931. A fatal skull fracture diving at the feet of a Rangers forward. He was just 22 years old. One of Scottish football's greatest tragedies. Number 46. Peter Oforiki. Ghana. Died age 32. The youngest scorer in UEFA Champions League history. He scored for Olympiacos at just 17 years old. Died in 2020 from an illness that was never fully disclosed. Africa lost a pioneer. Number 45. Sandor Kocsis. Hungary. Died age 49. One of the greatest strikers of the 1950s. Part of Hungary's legendary golden team. Died in 1979 after falling from a hospital window during illness. A tragic end to a legendary life. Number 44. William Foe. Zambia. Died age 28. One of the players who perished in the devastating 1993 Zambia national team air disaster off the coast of Gabon. An entire generation of Zambian football wiped out in one night. A nation lost its heroes all at once. Number 43. Samuel Ipua. Cameroon. Died age 29. A former Coventry City and Gillingham striker. Killed in a car accident in 2007. A career in English football that showed real promise, ended without warning. Number 42. Danny Verlinden. Belgium. Died age 57. Club Brugge and Belgian national team goalkeeper. Died of cancer in 2021. Beloved across Belgian football for his loyalty and longevity at the highest level. Number 41. Virgilio Fossati. One notable Italian football player who died in 1916 is Virgilio Fossati. He was the captain and manager of Inter Milan, and also captained the Italian national team. Virgilio Fossati was killed in action while fighting in World War I. Died at 24 years old. Number 40. Emiliano Sala. Argentina. Died age 28. This one broke the entire football world. He had just completed his record transfer to Cardiff City. He boarded a small plane over the English Channel in January 2019. That plane never landed. One of the most heartbreaking stories in modern football history. Number 39. Davide Astori. Italy. Died age 31. Fiorentina and Italy defender. Died in his sleep in 2018 from an undetected heart condition. His teammates found him the morning of a Serie A match. Football across the whole of Italy stopped to mourn him. Number 38. Jose Antonio Reyes. Spain. Died age 35. Former Arsenal and Real Madrid winger. One of the most gifted Spanish players of his generation. Killed in a car accident in Spain in 2019. Gone far too soon. Number 37. Cheick Tiote. Côte d'Ivoire. Died age 30. Newcastle United's powerful Ivorian midfielder. Collapsed and died during a training session in China in 2017. A heart attack with absolutely no warning. Africa mourned one of its most loved sons. Number 36. Antonio Puerta. Spain. Died age 22. Sevilla's promising left back. Collapsed on a pitch during a La Liga match in 2007. Died 3 days later from cardiac arrest. He was just 22 years old. His death changed cardiac screening across Spanish football forever. Number 35. Phil O'Donnell. Scotland. Died age 35. Motherwell captain. Collapsed on a pitch during a match in 2007 and died from heart failure. One of the most loved figures Scottish football has ever known. Number 34. Pier Mario Morosini. Italy. Died age 25. Collapsed and died on the pitch during a Serie B match in 2012. Cardiac arrest at just 25. But his story is even more heartbreaking when you know he had already lost both his parents and his brother. Football never felt more cruel than that day. Number 33. Miklos Feher. Hungary. Died age 24. Benfica striker. Collapsed during a Portuguese league match in 2004 from cardiac arrest. He was smiling on the pitch moments before he fell. One of football's most haunting and unforgettable images. Number 32. Marc Vivien Foe. Cameroon. Died age 28. We will come back to him at number 1. But know this, he collapsed and died on the pitch during a FIFA Confederations Cup semi-final in 2003. In front of a global television audience. Playing for the continent he loved. Remember that name. We are coming back to it. Number 31. Daniel Jarque. Spain. Died age 26. Espanyol captain. Died of a heart attack in 2009 during preseason training in Italy. And when Andres Iniesta scored the 2010 World Cup winning goal for Spain, he lifted his shirt to reveal a message. It said, Jarque siempre con nosotros. Jarque always with us. The whole world cried that night. Number 30. Chas Alcock. England. Died age 52. One of the founding fathers of organized football. His early death robbed the game of one of its greatest visionaries. Without Alcock, modern football may not exist as we know it. Number 29. Tommy Blackstock. Scotland. Died age 25. Manchester United player. Collapsed and died during a reserve match in 1907. One of the earliest recorded cases of sudden cardiac death in football history. Number 28. Larbi Ben Barek. Morocco. Died age 77. Known as the Black Pearl. One of Africa's very first football legends. Considered one of the greatest players of the 1940s. Died in poverty in 1992, forgotten by the game he had graced for decades. Some stories in football are not just sad. They are shameful. Number 27. Carlos Casley. Chile. Died age 73. Chile's greatest ever footballer. Known as El Rey del Metro Cuadrado, the king of the square meter. Passed away in 2024 after a long illness. A South American legend gone. Number 26. Dmitry Balakin. Russia. Died age 24. A young Russian footballer who died in the Lokomotiv Yaroslavl plane crash in 2011. That was an ice hockey team's plane. Wrong sport. Wrong place. Wrong time. A reminder of how fragile every single life is. Number 25. Vincenzo Cantatore. Italy. Died age 68. Respected Italian coach and former footballer. Died from illness. Remembered fondly across Italian football for decades of loyal service to the game. Number 24. Serginho. Brazil. Died age 26. Sao Caetano midfielder. Collapsed and died on the pitch during a Brazilian championship match in 2004. Cardiac arrest. The second high-profile on-pitch death in Brazilian football that same year. Brazil was in shock twice in 12 months. Number 23. Loacir Barbosa. Brazil. Died age 79. Brazil's goalkeeper during the 1950 World Cup final loss to Uruguay. The Maracanazo, the greatest shock in Brazilian football history. An entire nation blamed him for the defeat. He spent the rest of his life in poverty and shame for something that was never his fault alone. Died broken-hearted in 2000. Football can be very cruel. Number 22. Garrincha. Brazil. Died age 49. Known as the joy of the people. Two-time World Cup winner. Possibly the greatest dribbler who ever lived. Died of liver cirrhosis in 1983 caused by severe alcoholism. A genius completely destroyed by his demons. Brazil's most joyful player died in the saddest way possible. Number 21. Tommy Burns. Scotland. Died age 51. Celtic legend as both player and manager. Died of skin cancer in 2008. One of the most respected and deeply loved figures in the history of Scottish football. Number 20. Ferenc Puskás. Hungary and Spain. Died age 79. One of the greatest footballers of the entire 20th century. Scored over 700 career goals. But died of Alzheimer's disease in 2006. Spent his final years not remembering a single one of those goals. Not remembering the World Cups. Not remembering Real Madrid. Not remembering any of it. That is the saddest sentence in football. Number 19. Laszlo Kubala. Hungary and Spain. Died age 74. One of Barcelona's greatest ever players. His life story alone, escaping communist Hungary and rebuilding everything in Spain, was one of football's greatest human stories. Died in 2002. A legend who deserves to be remembered by everyone. Number 18. George Best. Northern Ireland. Died age 59. Football's first rock star. Sir Alex Ferguson said he was the greatest footballer he ever saw. Died in 2005 from multiple organ failure caused by decades of alcoholism. A talent so extraordinary it burned too bright. And burned out far too fast. Number 17. Johan Cruyff. Netherlands. Died age 68. The man who invented modern football. Died of lung cancer in 2016. Every coach alive owes something to Cruyff. Even in death his influence on the game has never stopped growing. Total football. Total legend. Gone too soon. Number 16. Socrates. Brazil. Died age 57. Brazil's philosopher footballer. Captain of the beautiful 1982 Brazil side, the team that never won the World Cup but played the most attractive football the world had ever seen. Died of organ failure caused by alcoholism in 2011. A brilliant mind. A brilliant player. Lost to the same demon as Garrincha. Number 15. Eusebio. Mozambique and Portugal. Died age 71. Africa's first global football superstar. Died of cardiovascular failure in 2014. Portugal declared a national day of mourning. A man who carried an entire continent's pride on his back for decades. Number 14. Lev Yashin. Russia. Died age 60. The greatest goalkeeper in the history of football. The Black Spider. The only goalkeeper to ever win the Ballon d'Or. Died in 1990 after years of serious illness. Gone too soon. Never forgotten. Number 13. Bobby Moore. England. Died age 51. England's greatest ever captain. The man who lifted the 1966 World Cup. Died of colon cancer in 1993. England lost a national treasure that day. Number 12. Giacinto Facchetti. Italy. Died age 64. Inter Milan and Italy's legendary defender and later club president. Died of brain cancer in 2006. One of the most dignified and respected figures Italian football has ever produced. Number 11. Francisco Gento. Spain. Died age 88. Real Madrid's greatest winger. The only player in history to win 6 European Cups. 6. Died in 2022. A record that may never ever be broken. Number 10. Helmut Haller. Germany. Died age 63. West Germany's star of the 1966 World Cup final. Died of a heart attack in 2012. Known as much for keeping the match ball from that final as for his football genius. Number 9. Gerd Müller. Germany. Died age 75. Der Bomber. The most prolific striker in German football history. 68 international goals. A record that stood for decades. Died in 2021 after years battling Alzheimer's disease. Another legend whose final years were stolen from him. Number 8. Pele. Brazil. Died age 82. The greatest footballer who ever lived. 3 World Cups. Over 1,000 goals. Died of colon cancer in December 2022. The world stopped when Pele left it. Brazil declared 3 days of national mourning. There will never be another one. Number 7. Diego Maradona. Argentina. Died age 60. The Hand of God. Died of a heart attack in November 2020, just weeks after brain surgery. Argentina declared 3 days of national mourning. Hundreds of thousands of people lined the streets of Buenos Aires to say goodbye. Football has never cried so hard. Not before. Not since. Number 6. Gordon Banks. England. Died age 81. England's greatest goalkeeper. The man who made the greatest save ever made. Pele said he could not believe Banks saved that shot. Died in 2019. A true giant of the game gone from this world. Number 5. Johan Neeskens. Netherlands. Died age 73. The engine of Dutch total football. One of the greatest midfielders of the 1970s. Died in 2024. Without Neeskens there is no Cruyff. Without Cruyff there is no modern football. The man behind the man. Gone in 2024. Number 4. Gianluca Vialli. Italy. Died age 58. Chelsea and Juventus legend. Died of pancreatic cancer in January 2023. A champion on the pitch and an absolute warrior off it. His friendship with Roberto Mancini moved an entire nation to tears. Italy wept together that January. Number 3. Ray Wilkins. England. Died age 61. Manchester United and England midfielder. Died of a heart attack in 2018. One of the most respected and genuinely gentlemanly figures English football has ever produced. Universally loved by everyone who ever met him. Number 2. Andreas Brehme. Germany. Died age 63. The man who scored the winning penalty in the 1990 World Cup final. One kick. One moment. One of the most important goals in football history. Died of cardiac arrest in February 2024. Germany lost one of its greatest football sons far too soon. Number 1. Marc Vivien Foe. Cameroon. Died age 28. We told you to remember this name. June 26, 2003. FIFA Confederations Cup semifinal. Cameroon vs Colombia. Millions of people watching live on television around the world. Marc Vivien Foe received the ball in the center of the pitch. And then he fell. No collision. No tackle. No contact. He just fell. And he never got up. Cardiac arrest. In front of the entire world. He was 28 years old. A husband. A father. A footballer who played every game like it was his last. France stopped. Cameroon stopped. Africa stopped. The whole football world went silent. There have been sadder stories in life. But in football, on a pitch, in front of the world. There has never been a moment more heartbreaking than that one. Marc Vivien Foe. Number 1. Gone at 28. Never forgotten. And that is your top 50 footballers who died too young. Some were taken by illness. Some by accidents. Some by their own demons. And some, right there on the pitch, in front of the world. Football is the greatest sport on earth. But behind every jersey is a human being. A son. A father. A brother. A friend. Remember them. If this video moved you, share it. Subscribe to Football at 50. A new countdown drops every week. Every story. Every legend. Every 50. Football at 50, where legends are ranked.